think I'm Big Meech, Larry Hoover, whipping work, hallelujah.
Live from the Coast to Coast Mixtape DJ Convention. I'm having an unbelievable time with somebody that just lit up the panel. Just lit it up today. You spoke about some amazing things. But before I get into that, please meet Mr. Tony Neal from the Party DJs. Thanks so much. I know you're very busy today with the BET thing and all of that. You just completely destroyed that panel. Well, I think what we were seeing today was a convergence of the new and you know what you're doing, and a lot of the old and established stuff that no longer applies. So I just so appreciate your honesty. It's just incredible. But Tony, I just have one question today. Seattle is undergoing what we call right now a music renaissance. Incredible music coming out, so forth. However, artists, just like we were talking about today, they need help. I believe that we can lead by example, and you as a leader, who should these artists be looking at right now in terms of who's doing it correctly for the next 6 months? As this video goes out, who should these artists be looking at as far as what's being done correctly? In terms of music and artists, who should we be looking at for the next 6 months and how they're doing it, so that our artists in Seattle can learn something?
Two people come to mind.
Okay.
I would say, and are you talking on the urban side, or are you talking
urban?
Okay. Yeah. I would say Akon.
Okay.
Akon is not exactly urban anymore, but he's still urban influence.
Okay.
And Deborah Andy.
Deborah Andy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, Deborah. Yeah, because
Casey seems to know something about
that. I say that about Deborah because
that's Gucci's
I'll say this because
Walker's.
Deborah had Gucci, Nicki, OJ, and Walker eating with no deal, with no record label deal. They were getting 10, 15, 20,000 a show, but no deal.
Okay.
And she's a female.
Okay.
So I would say that because they need to get out here, and I would think that when you're at home and you hit a ceiling, like a glass ceiling, that's what I say at home. I'm from New York. And I tell artists at home, when you hit a glass ceiling, it's time to move around and spread your music to somewhere else and come back home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like in the late 80s, early 90s, a lot of artists had to move, go to Atlanta. Run to Atlanta, I need to go move, because there was no Pro Tools, there was no ELs, none of that stuff. So you had to go to wherever the action was at. Right. LA, New York, Atlanta. Right. Or here, Miami. But now, you don't really, if your network game is right, you don't have to move anywhere. You can stand up right at home. If you got the right contacts, you come to these kind of events, and you get the right connects and right contacts, you don't have to move, because you can send off a session if somebody wants to work with you. You can email everything. As long as you get your paperwork right, your copyright's right and everything, you can email that stuff and send it to people. If you hit the right person, you're talking back and forth to the right person, you don't have to move. But I think that people need to be face-to-face. It's still the face-to-face aspect has to be there. And so that means you have to travel. You hot at home. Okay, you hot at home. Your record is hot. You got a hot artist in Seattle. He gotta go. He gotta start hitting that coast, start hitting the Bay. He gotta start hitting LA, Vegas, swing his way around through Dallas, or go the opposite, go to the Midwest. Come through Iowa, come to Wisconsin, Chicago, and then you have to move around. There's no way around that. I know a lot of artists that got hot records at home, but if they don't take a chance and see where it works anywhere else, it's just gonna be at home.
There you go.
And so that's it. That's my goal. But I like the way Akon does it. I like the way he did it and moved on to another brand of music. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way Deborah does it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people that are coming up in the game, on the independent game, and staying consistently in people's faces with promo. It's a difference between promo and spam.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's a big difference between that. Like, you should be able to promote accurately without spamming somebody. Like, spam is sending out the same thing over and over. Promo is doing two different things. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I think running it that way, staying interested, because staying fresh in somebody's mind is different from just blasting them emails, links all day. So, but to answer your question, I think that if they get to a certain point, they should leave and learn. It's like you know your show there for a while. You know, you leave and you go around and start interviewing people outside of Seattle and outside of the region.
Exactly.
Same thing. Same thing.
Very good. Very good. Speaking with Tony Neal from the Core DJs, probably one of the, well, if not the largest DJ consortium in the world. You got to get with this guy. You mentioned earlier a site where people can register.
Yeah, this is CoreDJs.com. Very easy. CoreDJs.com. You can go and build your own page on there. You know, invite your own friends to it, you know what I'm saying? Also, you can go to moremixshows.com, our other website, and promote your music and get in contact with the people that run the site, promote music. Also, you can hit me on Twitter, at the Core DJs, the Core DJs. And, you know, I answer my own Twitter. I don't have nobody manning my Twitter. And, you know, Facebook, I got my Facebook groups, the Core DJs. You join, like, get all of that. Join everybody that you feel that's efficient, you know, follow them. You might strike and say something that's interesting to them, you know what I'm saying? But a lot of people get in these networks and expect because they got hot records, people should just deal with them right away. Don't work like that, you know what I'm saying? Don't work like that. You got a hot record, somebody else got a hot record.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It doesn't work like that. So.
That's it. Well, Tony, thank you so much for your time today.
Appreciate that.
Amazing grind. All the success to you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Seattle legend.
I've been watching you too.
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Well, this is Gene Dexter with the Gene Dexter Show, live from Miami, coast to coast mixtape DJ convention. What can I tell you? Miyagi's in town.
These motherfuckers mad that I'm icy. Stunt so hard, make them come and date me. I think I'm